7 days of your redneck ways left me hungry. She comes but never stays. Trailer princess with your heaven found. Just a little fish from a one-horse town. Kiss me goodbye, my redneck angel. Fly south to daddy's farm. The hookers and queens and broken dreams are calling. New York City, here I come.
What's up, everybody? Yep, it's another new show here at the Fatman Network because I just can't get it through my goddamn head that you guys want less of me, not more of me. Anyway, after almost 8 years of doing this show remotely, I thought that it might be fun to actually go out and do in-person interviews with my friends and other people in this hobby that I actually respect. But before I go any further, this series is sponsored by Chimera, Always Evolving Pythons, Herp's Exotic Reptile and Pet Shows, and Stewart Design. I know you'll be asking yourself, hey Chris, why are you wearing a Stewart Design t-shirt in every interview in this series? And honestly, the quick answer is Blake Stewart paid me more money to wear it. That's right. I'm like LeBron or Drake or Tom Cruise now. Took me almost 8 years, but people are finally paying me to wear their shit. So anyway, back to this show. So I figured I'd head out on the road and interview some people that I think that you should just know more about. But the one thing I will not do is show off their collection. I thought it would be funny to interview these people outside the show in the parking lot or on their back porch or at a fast food place. Kind of like a get to know the person before you get to know what they're trying to sell you. So for all of this series, I'm literally just setting up a GoPro somewhere and hitting the record button. Don't expect the Mandalorian, okay? Expect Naked and Afraid, minus the naked part. I hope that you enjoy the No More Balls tour. I went out to Tennessee last weekend and I got to meet Fatman Live sponsors Roger and Lori Gray for the first time in person. They drove 2 hours from Alabama to Tennessee just to hang out with me, and I told them I would not have done that for them. Anyway, they're heading out to Africa next week, and contrary to popular belief, they're not going to help people find water. They're going to help people see. The charity that they're actually going out there for is the Central Global Vision Fund. I'm going to put the link right down here and it's going to be in the show notes. And they're going all the way to Africa and they're not getting paid to do this. They're actually footing the bill for this entire trip. I'm going to read off this part because frankly I don't remember it. All the money raised for this charity goes to medical equipment, facilities, and hiring and training local workers at the hospital to provide free eye surgeries for the local Sierra Leone population. Without this charity, the people of Sierra Leone would not be able to pay for any of these surgeries. So this charity actually trains the local people on how to do the surgeries. The Grays are going in person for the first time to see the impact of over 8 years of volunteering, contributing, and raising funds for this charity, and maybe see a ball python in the wild too. Man, that last part was hard to read. I think you're gonna have a lot more to worry about than finding a fucking ball python in the wild. Like malaria, influenza, anthrax, AIDS, cholera, dengue fever, Ebola. Now, before you go calling me a fucking racist, Those are actual diseases listed by the World Health Organization about common causes of death in Africa. So honestly, spare me your shit and go fuck yourself. Also, if you go to Gray Family Snakes on Morph Market, they have a few 2022 babies left for sale, and all of the profits from those animals will go directly to the charity. Roger and Lori are clearly better people than I am, and I gotta be honest, they were fun as fuck to hang out with. A cool little fact that I learned about Roger here is that his favorite band of all time is Collective Soul. Collective fucking Soul. Now, I love Collective Soul, but the greatest band of all time, Roger? Seriously? Jesus Christ. Email Roger and give him some shit about that. Anyway, here's my three-way with Roger and Lori Gray of Gray Family Snakes. Yeah. All right, well, look, we got Roger and Lori Gray here. No more balls. I'm not looking at ball pythons today. I'm talking to Roger and Lori about their upcoming Africa trip. Why? You know, like, the thing that I always heard was, like, if God is everywhere, right? God is everywhere, right? Then what the fuck is wrong with Africa, okay? And because God ain't really showing up there that much. So are you guys showing up to be like another white savior for, that we know about to Africa? What are you guys doing in Africa?
Yeah, so not to be too preachy, but I think he works through us, right? So we're there to help and kind of represent and be his hands and feet.
Are you saying that God only works through white people?
Not only through white people.
Well, why isn't he working through black people in Africa?
I'm sure he is. So, as a matter of fact, the way that we're learning Creole and together is through a local Sierra Leone guy who's teaching us. So I mean, we're all in it together.
Do you Skype the guy?
Yeah, we use Google Meet actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what he was familiar with. So.
All right. So, and the reason why you're going is.
So yeah, there's a charity we've been involved with for about 8 years that does eye surgeries there. And what's really great about that charity is it costs about $50 to give somebody sight. So they had the Ebola virus, and one of the side effects of Ebola is it affects your eyes, and so you have cataracts. And $50 and a quick surgery, they can remove those. This specific trip, they're shipping an entire container, like a big shipping container, like you'd see on the back of a train, full of medical equipment to set up a second capability, a second area there where they can do retina surgeries as well. So they're going to expand that capability. Then we get to take that shipping container out to the middle of nowhere in Masingbi to a small village and set up a screening center and a doctor's office where they had been doing that in a mud hut before. How
are you going to get the shipping container?
They've hired somebody with a truck to ship it out there. We're going to go help.
Oh, they hired the one guy in Africa? Oh, okay. All right. So Ebola causes eye problems.
Ebola, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
The only thing I know about Ebola is it automatically makes you want to take the middle seat on an airplane and fucking cough all over everybody. and if you're in first class, you ask to downgrade when you have Ebola to be put in the center of the plane where all the people are. Yeah. So
spread it as much as possible.
Spread it as much as you can. So, but why are you going to Africa? Like, can't you just give money and be like, hey, here's some cash, do what you got to do?
You can, and we have been for the last several years. We have been financially contributing to the organization called Central Global Vision Fund. But this is one way for us to go and see what our contributions are providing, like firsthand. And it's a way for us to go and help physically instead of just through monetary donations.
Yeah, we've been donating for like 8 years. I did their website, so we've been involved for a while. But and they've invited us to go with them a few times. I never felt great about that because, like, well, that money that I could spend on the flight, why don't I just give that to do more work? But we hadn't done a vacation in a while, so we were taking our vacation funds and doing.
You're taking your vacation funds. Are you?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit out of the loop. Are you an eye doctor?
No, I'm not. So
are you an eye doctor?
Not at all.
So what do you think that you're gonna go there and be like, hey, doctor? I could take your phone calls.
Yeah.
Or I could do your website from their internet has to be shit down there. Right? Like they can't have good. They probably don't have files, right?
They have pretty good internet right there at the hospital area, but yeah, and outside of that and some of the Freetown's a big city there, they definitely have internet problems. The guy who's been teaching us Creo loses internet once in a while. That's okay. We work through it.
So, but what do you think you're gonna do when you get there?
So what we're physically going to do is help them unload a big container of stuff and set up medical equipment. So this charity is not new. This is something that's been done for over 20 years, maybe 30 years at this point. And it's really run by a bunch of 70-year-old retired preachers and ophthalmologists.
Okay.
So we're there to be muscle and help them out a little bit, but also just to learn. They're looking for people who are interested in it to help run this thing down the road, right, long term.
Okay.
Because they're all in their 70s.
Well, and Lori told me something. By the way, stellar appearance on the Hot Girls episode on Sunday. So just want to bring that up. Okay, we're giving you another shot here. Okay. So you told me that you're bringing your own toilet paper.
Yeah. So we learned that the toilet paper that they have is like, I mean, they have toilet paper, but it's not what we're used to. So
They have toilet paper in some areas.
Is it one
Yeah.
ply?
They
Is
have
it one
toilets.
ply
I
toilet
don't
paper?
know. I don't know what ply it is, but I'm guessing it's going to be like those single ply that you get.
It's probably
that
like
you
those.
get at the airports and stuff.
You,
It's
you
just
know
not
when
gonna
you go
be
and you're
sandpaper.
done washing your hands at the airport and you go pull the paper out of that machine
Yeah,
and it's
and
that big
it's just
sheet of
terrible.
brown paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm taking my 2-ply and I'm gonna enjoy it.
First of all,
It's gonna
first
be
of all,
nice and refreshing.
I don't even agree that in the Gray household there's 2-ply toilet paper. Right? I know for a fact that there's 4-ply toilet paper all over the Gray's house. Okay.
Okay.
So, and you're taking one of your kids with you.
We are. Our oldest is gonna go with us.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
So she's 11. This will be another good thing for her to just kind of see a new experience. Lori and I have been to other third world countries. We've been to the Philippines, so we kind of understand how life is in that sort of a country. But I think it'll be really eye-opening for our daughter. Eventually, I'd like to get them all there.
You guys are those kind of white people, huh? You
are,
guys
yes.
are like, yeah, we're gonna go to third world countries and help them.
She's gonna appreciate what she's got a lot more when she gets.
Well, I would guess that it would probably be a lot easier to discipline her when you get back. You're like, hey, you want me to send you back to fucking Africa, right?
I'm hoping she makes some friends there and some pen pals and that kind of thing.
That's
Yeah,
pen
I know.
pals.
Whatever you call them now when you use
I'd rather my daughter be pen pals with a guy in jail than a fucking person that can't find water in Africa. Okay. Well, and also you guys are hoping to see ball pythons.
Yeah, so that was another thing that helped us make the decision to go. You know, is we can do two things that we're really interested in. Maybe we can find one in the wild while we're there. So the guy who's the chief of this village, he says he's got some people who can help us when we get there to go find them.
So you're going to spend 8 hours one night risking AIDS, by the way, okay, to fucking dig up a normal ball python.
I'm not too worried about the AIDS. I might be worried about spitting cobras and black moms.
I'd worry about the AIDS more. Yeah.
I think you have to do things that would get.
No, I think that it's in the air
just
at
in
certain
the air.
points. It's just in the air.
We'll just make sure to wear our masks.
Yeah, I think the spitting. I think that the spitting cobra will look at you and be like, "Yo, motherfucker, you gotta be careful here. There's AIDS all over the place." Okay, we're not making fun of the AIDS problem in Africa. They're not. Like I am a little bit, but fucking. All right, so you're hoping to do that now. Why didn't you spend this money, like buying a table at Tinley? So you
we
could
can't
sell
get into
animals.
Tinley.
Yeah, but if you offer them a little, if you offer them Africa money, I'm sure that they'll be like, oh, we could squeeze in.
Oh, I'm sure they could.
I hadn't tried that, but we definitely want to vend at Tinley. So if you're watching and that'll work, let me know. We got you.
They ain't watching this. Yeah, well, Potter's not watching.
I think so. When we tried to get a table at Tinley, they told us not for ball pythons. You're
Right,
to come back
right.
with
We have to
something
have something in addition to the ball pythons to
Right.
make a table.
The majority.
which was at least a small part of why we started getting into Sanzinias, which in 5 years we'll be able to breed because they don't breed quickly.
Right.
That's
so
awesome.
in 5
In
years,
5 years, you'll be able to
get
do
into
it Tinley.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, then that's
Yeah.
long-term planning. Okay.
That's right.
How many Africa trips are going to happen within those 5 years?
Whew, I don't know. At least this one.
Yeah. Let's
Do you plan on having any fun in Africa?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll have to. I mean, it's gonna be an adventure more so than like a pleasure
Yeah,
trip.
that's what I think it's.
It's going
it'll
to be a
like
big adventure because we're going to go and we're going to stay in the little apartment that they have. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and there's going to be at least a dozen people in there to start with. The beginning part of our trip.
And then the time that we get to spend out in the small village.
Yep, and then we get to go take the container out into the northern region and stay overnight somewhere up there before we return back.
So just to be clear, you're going on vacation, okay? And you're gonna basically be living on that vacation like a bunch of Puerto Ricans from the Bronx in the 70s, okay?
Yes.
Okay, and risking AIDS because if one of you get it, you both got it, okay? And hopefully you'll see a spitting cobra or a lion.
Yes.
And you're paying for this trip out of your own pocket.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, you know I'm gonna ask.
We're choosing to
You
do
know I'm gonna ask. How much for the 3 years to go to Africa?
The tickets are $1,800 round trip each.
Each.
Yeah,
Okay.
each.
So it's not cheap.
But then do you pay for? Are you paying for that hotel
No.
that you're sharing with 35 people? Right.
No, that's actually in like an apartment they've got built there on that compound where the
Okay.
hospital is. So that's
Yeah.
and things are so much cheaper there. I mean, the dollar goes a long way. So the plane trip is pretty much the cost.
Are you gonna eat a zebra? You think? You think
Okay.
they're gonna serve you like a zebra?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I know they have lions there somewhere,
know.
but
They're not gonna feed you the lion though.
I don't know what we're going to be eating, but I know I'm going to be eating a lot of rice.
Yeah, but even the rice, I don't,
I don't
think
know.
is good.
We'll see.
It has a lot of
see.
that AIDS water in it.
We bought we have water bottles with a filtration system in it.
In it,
so,
okay,
to
all
help
right.
us with the
All right.
water issue.
the water's a concern. When we went to the Philippines, I got the travelers, you know.
The shits?
Yeah.
We're good. Okay. all right.
So I know to be careful this time.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, and you guys do own a snake company.
Yeah.
We do.
And it's right there. Great Family Snakes. Okay.
Check us out on more.
You guys do exanthic pies mainly,
Yep.
Yes.
and Sansonia,
And Cincinnati's eventually.
Sansonia
Yes.
babies. Okay. And do you have anything up on Morph Market right now?
We've just got a few up on Morph Market right now. Anything that we sell from our 2022 collection, from our 22 hatchlings, is going to go to the charity. 100% of the proceeds will go to that, as well as any of our merchandise that we sell. What we're going to breed this year is actually going to be less on the pie project, more on the Desert Ghost. So we're going to have a lot of axanthic het Desert Ghost with a bunch of incomplete dominants in there.
You know what would be really ironic
What's that?
is if you guys go to Africa to help people see, and then catch Ebola and come back blind. Right? I'm not wishing that on you people, but I'm saying it's a little bit risky a fucking situation.
Well, if it does, we know a lot of ophthalmologists that can help us
We do.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 50
We'll be
bucks you
fine.
could get, okay.
That's not
Just
the
fly back over there and they'll take care of us.
That's right.
Well, all right. Why don't you just follow them and wish them luck? When are you going?
We're going
Next month.
Yeah, the middle of May, mid-late May.
Okay, and how long are you going for?
Just 10 days.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
We'll be gone for a week.
Is that the benchmark where you're like, hey, we could survive 10 days?
That's how much we could take off of work. So
Oh, okay, all right.
that was the issue.
Yeah.
All right, and who's gonna watch your other kids?
Her parents.
My parents are going to be with the
Okay.
other kids.
So they're gonna come over to our house and watch the snakes. and-
But can you imagine
So, yeah.
what your mother and father had to go through when their friends asked them, well, why are you spending 10 days at Roger and Lori's house? What their response was to their friends?
But I don't know what their response is, but it's not like it's the first time that they've done this, because they did it when we went to the UK a couple of years ago too.
My
So
mom's response
it's-
was, "Can I go?" She was trying to figure out how to get.
Oh.
I said, "I'll take you next time, Mom. Let me go
Yeah.
once."
I could see your mom. Your mom's like, oh, excuse me, is this the line for AIDS? Oh, yeah, let me get on. Listen, well, be very careful. Tell people how they can get in touch with you on Instagram.
Yeah, for sure. Instagram is Great Family Snakes. Morph Market Great Family Snakes. You see us on Facebook and even GreatFamilySnakes.com. So Great Family Snakes everywhere.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
you.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the second stop on the No More Balls tour. If you go back on the YouTube channel, the first stop was with Eric Markstaller up there in Connecticut, and I've been lazy. I haven't went anywhere since. So this trip to Tennessee, I kind of took advantage of that and recorded quite a few people there. So it was really a great fucking time. And I hope to see you guys again on stop number 3 of the No More Balls tour. And that's going to come out in a week, maybe 10 days. I haven't really finished scheduling them all yet. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great time. I'll talk to you next time. I'm gonna bring you a couple other good Southern breeders. Take it easy, guys.
7 days of your redneck ways left me hungry. She comes but never stays. Trailer princess with your heaven found. Just a little fish from a one-horse town. Kiss me goodbye, my redneck angel. Fly south to daddy's farm. The hookers and queens and broken dreams are calling. New York City, here I come.